I need to get Coach Bird tied to Mary Ellen's. Like she needs to experience Mary Ellen's food for the soul. She needs to. So we need to get her down here to Lincoln. So let's bring her in. She's in on the video stream. Coach Bird from the Supernovas. Coach,
this is so fun. Wait, I wish I would have drove over there. I could have maybe drove over there today.
Well, look, there's the full week. You have your off days. There's always next week.
Yeah.
And we need to put the team on the bus, get them to Lincoln, and I can think of 3 or 4 different friends of the station who would love to take care of the team.
Dude, we could do like a team field trip.
Yep. Perfect. Like, I think that needs to happen. They can have coffee, all the coffee drinks of their choice here. Yes. And then the chocolate season, maybe Heavenly Waffles, which is its own thing. Take them out to Mary Ellen's, have Charles feed you, and then they can just simply, with a full belly and a smile, head back to Omaha.
Yeah, I'm in for that. We can schedule. We have a lot of things on the to-do list for this next 2 to 3 weeks that we're here. Back in Nebraska for a while. We'll add the field trip in.
Yep, let's do that. There's so much cool to it, and there's so many folks that are tracking. We've given away so many tickets to invite people to come out and see the Supernovas. From Lincoln, folks are here, and they're thrilled. I think we're giving away over 200 tickets for the next 2 home games.
That's awesome. We need it. We need you guys to come out Thursday. It's going to be a big match. I know it's a school night. I know it's a weeknight. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great atmosphere. And then Saturday again, we've got back-to-back action almost.
Is there going to be green in the building Saturday for St. Patrick's Day?
Yes. There's going to be green. I didn't even think about it, but yes, we saw it. It got into the gym today. We saw the warm-up shirts. They're happening.
Okay, so let me pick the bone that exists, Coach Bird. As you order all of these wonderful travel outfits and really cool shoes and green warm-ups, what about the broadcast team? Where's the love?
They could be grouped in with our coaching staff.
That part.
Well, my point is we don't even get that stuff either.
Coach, we're
here for the athletes. But I will push to get you guys stuff. We can at least get something.
Yeah, I mean, the coach in me still misses. I love being on the bus. I love being in the hotel, but oh man, the gear, the swag,
just straight up gear. Can we get some of it?
Oh, just something for everybody. Listen, Coach Bird, you have this Supernovas team sitting on top of the Pro Volleyball Federation, and there's so many different stories to it. But this week's news and kind of the announcement and sharing Gina Mancuso's wonderful story and her journey. What does it mean within the team ranks? What's been the reaction to her incredible news?
Well, first of all, I'm so glad it's not a secret anymore. That was a lot for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
But it was instantly genuine happiness. Even when we sat with her as a staff and she told us, my initial reaction was I just wanted to jump up and hug her and we didn't even know the whole story yet. But it's just that moment when you get told that, it's exciting. It's so fun. And I'm terrible at keeping secrets. So, whoa, just forget everything that you ever tell me. Because I just need it's like a double-edged sword. It's good I don't have a good memory, but it's also scary because sometimes if I'm talking, it'll just slip out. So I just avoided the topic altogether. I was like, can we just get this thing? But no, I'm so pumped. We were all so excited for her still. And it's fun because now we've gone through so many things with her throughout it. Yeah. So yeah, it's been exciting.
I mean, the big part of it, and I didn't want to bury the lead in the story, but that as your franchise player, you purposefully choosing somebody to be the ambassador 1A for Supernovas volleyball, the federation itself. You really couldn't have picked a better person than Gina.
Agreed. She's so awesome. She is, well, now it's like Mama G. It's like perfect. Her nicknames. You could see it in all the girls' posts, like everyone that posted. It is. It's been that way even in preseason, like our training camps, all that. She is. She is the mom. She is the voice of reason. She's like calm voice and logic. So now it's like almost like a fulfilling prophecy that's like happened since we've all been together.
Yeah, it's that thing that happens that teams kind of evolve from the inside. You're going to say that you can build it with some idea in your head, but then it becomes organic, and then the leader evolves because it's just the right person.
Yep.
Right.
And what's crazier is she was arguably one of our best pins still when all that was happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just been a really cool experience. I love it for her because she's literally playing the sport she loves. First inaugural season, and then this happens. And so she's doing it like with her volleyball family and the Nebraska family basically around her. Like it's just such a cool thing for her.
I expect that volleyball fans in the state will draw even in greater numbers to this thing, especially now that they have some understanding of what it is. You had the task of presenting pro volleyball in this way to Nebraska and to Omaha. They knew college volleyball. They knew, elite level high school volleyball, but they didn't know what this pro game thing was going to be, what Pro Volleyball Federation is going to be.
Right.
From your vantage, if somebody asks you, what is Pro Federation volleyball? How would you describe it to the average volleyball fan?
I think it's an event. So it's so cool to come to. So like it's an event that you're going to be very engaged and you're going to watch the game. Like volleyball is very entertaining. So it's not just the game though. I think when you come to CHI and you come to an actual event, even on the road, they're awesome events, but it's so engaging. And it's not only entertaining, but it's an engaging crowd atmosphere. I love our dude that's like our hype guy in the stadium. But I think every venue is finding their way to entertain, whether it's a DJ or their hype people. Like Orlando has these people running around these pink T-shirts, like freaking out, throwing T-shirts, doing crazy dances. So like everyone has their thing. And so it's a very much a entertainment, but it's an event to partake in. It's like something you want to experience. But even watching it on TV, it's like good. It's a good product.
Yeah.
Like I have coaches that like get so excited about our games and watching the matches, and they're like trying to get like the gambling aspect of it and setting up things like that just for fun. So there's just a lot of different elements that I think are going to continue to evolve, but it all starts from like the product of the match and the game itself. And that's what's cool. It's a special sport.
A very cool thing happening Thursday on 314 that the Supernovas are offering Upper Bowl tickets for 314 if you go to the Supernovas website. There's a link that allows you. You can buy tickets for $3.14.
Yes. Do it. Buy them all. Buy all of them.
Well, shouldn't they be? I mean, like bring the kids, for the kids that are on break, bring them. It's a chance to grab some kids from the neighborhood. It's an opportunity to come. And then the Supernovas do a really good job of making themselves available and accessible after matches. So for folks who haven't been, what's the post-match kind of routine for autographs and pictures for the Supernovas?
So they go up to the corridor. Is that what they call it?
Concourse. Yep.
Concourse, and it's the Bud Light zone.
Yep.
And they do their autographs and they hang out and they take pictures. So they're up there for anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm sure if you're like hanging out, you'll get to run into them. So it is a very cool atmosphere. Like we'll have a cool down period and we'll talk to them in the locker room right after the match, but then they come up there and they are kind of accessible to the fans for autographs.
It's just like I said, everything. There's so many things that have been done well by the Supernovas specifically, and shout out to Diane Mendenhall for all that she does, Grant for all he does in making sure this crazy thing moves forward, and Jeff Ekstrom, of course, for all that he does in providing information. So it's been a great run so far, sitting atop of the federation. And then, okay, no time to really celebrate and bask in it because here comes Atlanta. Right. And they have the same record, and you're 500 against them this year. What do they do well? So for folks who have not seen Omaha versus Atlanta in this federation, how would you describe this budding rivalry?
So they have a lot of strong pieces. Their libero is probably one of the best liberos in the country, arguably, maybe worldly. She's obviously in our USA pipeline. Their pins, they're very talented pins. So Leah Edmond, one of the best players here in our country. She won AU. So the pro league that was just in the fall, she won that. She was the number one player. And so they have pieces, and their right side is international player, and she is very good. And so they have these pins that we need to manage. And the thing with that is, even if they're in system or out of system, those are their go-to players. And so we still need to serve tough. We always talk about setting the tone with our serve and our first contact. But at the end of the day, we need to be able to defend and manage their best players, who are their pins.
Coach, we're talking to Coach Bird from the Omaha Supernovas, and there was some great news today. Player of the week in the entire federation belongs to the Supernovas. Brooke Nunneveller had a night. She had a day, and I think it's overdue that she finally gets one of these awards. Describe the play of Brooke Nunneveller to folks that haven't seen her.
She is one of the most intense competitors, but it's not even intense in like her will to win or wanting to win. It's like her intensity and how she trains and like the focus that she has. I also always laugh. I'm like, dude, she like goes so hard, but sometimes when she dives, it's like hard. Like usually volleyball players, it's like it seems smooth and whatever.
Yeah.
But sometimes when she dives, it's like, like it's like she's that aggressive. It's like she's aggressive in nature, and so she's like intentionally doing it. And she like steamrolls people. Like sometimes she'll just go so hard to go after balls that she'll just roll right over somebody. And I love it. I'm here for it. Like she makes plays. She is a playmaker. And it's not just scoring points. It's the intangible things. It's how she communicates, how hard she goes all the time, like the information she gives to her teammates. It's just who she is as a player. And it's the competitor. It's the intensity about her. And then the skill. I mean, the actual skill of her game is arguably what makes her a good player, but it's actually the intangibles that have like gotten her to the level that she plays at.
She was just named the Pro Volleyball Federation Player of the Week based on her 20-kill effort down in Orlando. And again, you'll see Orlando on Saturday at CHI as well. So there's that thing. Coach, I want to put you on the hot seat. So you ready? I'm just going to rapid fire some questions for you. And
rapid fire this is tricky for me. I might not say the correct answers, but I will get fast answers.
There are no wrong answers, but you can't possibly get them right. Like that's how this works.
Interesting.
There's no right answer, and there's no way for you to get it wrong either. So this is where
I'm excited.
Okay, so you've been all over the country, all over the world in the sports deal. What is your favorite moment in sports?
My favorite moment in sports. See, this is what I love about radio. These things. My favorite moment in sports. Gosh, I'm such a sap. I like tear up whenever people win at stuff. There's so many. I don't know. My brain just went so many different places. I instantly went to the Bulls, Michael Jordan, just anything.
Yeah.
Michael.
Nope. So this was it. Question 2 is your favorite athlete of all time. And
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So I grew up watching the Bulls. I love them. I never got to see him play live. I'm still bitter about it. Like, I just want to go shoot baskets with him someday if I meet him. I don't want to like go to an event. I want to like literally shoot. I play pig with him. Like I want to do something random like that. But anyways, Michael Jordan, I think one of my favorite documentaries is The Dream Team.
Yeah.
Him, Larry Bird, Whoa, why can't I think of it? Magic Johnson? Like
Mhm.
that whole documentary. I love the intensity. It was the practice. See, this is my favorite moment in sports. Isn't even like a real game.
Yeah.
It's that practice when they basically handed the torch over to him.
Yeah.
He literally just took him to school, and like the whole team like had a huge, yeah. That's the kind of stuff I like. It's like the closed door scenes.
Austin is so grinning real hard right now. This is that's
Austin, do you love Michael Jordan? Because I do.
I'm not anti-Jordan. I'm a LeBron guy. I think he's the GOAT, but I'm kidding. Sorry, coach. Sorry, coach. I'm kidding.
I have argued with Uber drivers. I go on this tangent where like we always do surveys or polls like Michael or LeBron, Michael or Kobe. And I love Kobe too. I mean, I like those guys, but I just ask why.
Here's the thing, coach. We'll have to have you on for the crossover between On the Block and Old School sometime because my partner, Eric Strickland, huge Jordan guy, grew up playing against him, saw him in the league. Our boy Jay Foreman, though, he's a LeBron guy. So we need you in the middle of that conversation.
Yes.
You and Strick against me and Jay, LeBron versus Jordan.
I want to do that. I would love to do that.
See, that's when we get you down. That's all we need to get you down here to Lincoln. You come in the studio. Yep. We have to make that work. We'll do it next week. The toughest opponent you ever faced?
The toughest opponent in volleyball?
Or any sport?
Well, in high school, yeah, this is so stupid. See, and then I go all the way back to my roots. We could not be this small school Hopewell Loudon. It's annoying. I think it's still in my core. Like, I just despise them.
Everybody has that thing that spur in their heel that they can't get rid of.
But I'm laughing because that's what I brought up, and I've like literally been against Texas and like all these opponents that I just didn't even acknowledge. Like I don't even give them the time of day.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Are you the number one team in the country and we knock them off to go to the Final Four in 2015? Didn't even cross my mind.
Nope, it's still the high school that you couldn't get it. That's perfect. That's perfect. Of all the campuses that you've been on in this country, all the college campuses, what's your favorite?
College campuses. Well, Kansas.
I'm not even mad at that.
I love Kansas. It's like home to me now. I don't know why. It just is. It makes me genuinely so happy.
See, so we'll actually have to do a ball game there. We'll have to like make that tour. And then
you've never been to Allen Fieldhouse?
I have.
Okay.
I have. It's not big enough for me. But other than that,
does it need to be big? It's awesome.
It does need to be big. Here's the final question, Coach. The worst fans in all of sports.
Nebraska. That's a slow pronunciation. No, but that's because they're awesome. They're the worst and the best.
The ones they ride hard, they love what they love, and there's no other answer to it. Listen, Coach Bird, thank you. Here's the thing. This is the thing that needs to happen. That you and Coach Renee need to have your own show.
Okay.
And so we're going to figure out how to make that happen because I think from your perspectives, you guys can talk sports at an entirely different level, and I think you'd have some great conversations.
But I love this too, like that. The rapid fire made me nervous. If you would look back at, I don't even know if they're still on there, A&M, we did this like rapid fire thing when I first got there. Yeah. And I had players I had to do I loved rapid fire. Like I asked the questions, but they did it to me one time and I lied about every answer.
Well, we can actually make that a part of you're going to be on Old School once a week for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So we can make that a part of all of your.
I need to work on it. They were lies, but it's like no one knew it because it was things about me. But I was not saying the right things.
Wait till next week. I'll ask you all about Coach Bird.
My friends saw it and they were like, "That is not your favorite song. That is not your favorite food. This is not. These are all lies."
Yeah,
we're like,
Oh, absolutely going to happen. So, Coach Bird, I will see you Thursday. Thank you for your time today. And
good to see you guys. This is good. I'm going to come over there.
There we go. We'll make a plan for next week. That's Coach Bird of the Omaha Supernovas. DP Austin Norman Old School. We'll be right back.